Hey, my name's Jack, and this is a video for the Project Diablo 2 Closed Beta Season 12. I have seen a sentiment that Paladin is bad, right? And that this is the League of the Amazon, which with all the Amazon changes, I don't believe that Paladin is bad at all. And I'm here to showcase one of my personal favorite builds for Paladin, which is a Holy Freezerdin using double dragon setup. So pretty straightforward. We're using Holy Freeze, so we're using the Doom rune word, which gives us ED, IES, all skills, enemy cold resistant, minus enemy cold res, and the Deadly Strike, the Holy Freeze aura that this gives, we will just override with our native aura. We'll be using a Nightwing's Veil with 3 OS for the enemy cold risk, enemy cold skill damage, a High Lord's Wrath for IES and all skills, and the Deadly Strike. Then Rare Gloves with increased attack speed, lifesteal, and resistance. This item, Nightwing's Veil, gives half restoration, and these gloves also give half restoration. So 2 half restoration means we cannot be frozen. So we open up a ring slot for a Wisp Projector and a Bolkatos, or chest piece. As I said, is the Dragon Woundword. What this does, it gives us Holy Fire Aura when equipped. It also gives chance to cast over 40 Hydra on striking, right? So we'll be Zealing and we will continuously striking. It also gives maximum lightning res and some other assortment of stuff. Our shield is a Vortex shield with 29 aura resistance and the same rune word. So these 2 auras will stack for 24, level 24 Holy Fire Aura. Belt is for Dongus for the PDR, and our God Rider for the Deadly Strike, faster run, crushing blow and stuff. In our swap, we have a Call to Arms for the really nice battle command and battle orders, and a Littlest +2 for buffing ourselves with Holy Shield in the orders. Then all the small charms are all resistance plus life or FHR, offensive aura charms for reaching a higher amount of the Holy Feast aura plus FHR or life. Then our Merc is an Act 2 Blessed Aim Merc using 10 plus Might with 2 Hell Runes in it. Equipping Vampire Gaze for the PDR. Lava Goat for the Enchant Fire on striking. Since Enchant Fire also buffs allies, we can get the Enchant Fire from him this way. Another way to get Enchant Fire is using a Demon's Limb in a swap, but this is more of a lazy setup, you could say. Then Stormtrek for the Vitali PDR, and we have an Infinity Woundwork for the Conviction Aura, since we have 2 different elemental damage that we deal. For the skill build, pretty much straightforward. We go for Holy Freeze and get all of the synergies, so Blessed Aim. Then we go on Defensive Aura, we get Resist Cold and Salvation, 20 points in that. And then we get 1 value point into Holy Shield for the really nice buff block chance it gets, and then the rest into Zeal. So let me show you how this works. This map has fire absorb, so we're doing a little bit less fire damage. We buff like this. We let him just hit for a moment, so we get the enchant fire. He's pretty survivable. The chance 2%, so it might be a little bit low sometimes. Here we have an immune to fire and cold mob, taking too long. You see, even up immune to fire and cold, we still have physical damage that we do, so we don't have the problem of having to deal with that. There he is, there's the fire. So now we do like 10k, fully buffed with the Holy Trees are active. teleporting around a bit because of the desync. I'm testing this new feature called automatic resyncing. So normally you press the 0 key on the keyboard and it will resync your position with the server's position. So there's a new feature that you can automatically do this, and that's why it looks like I'm lagging around the place sometimes. So that's about how the build looks, right? It's pretty safe. We have a ton of HP. We hit about 80,000 DPS. Wahid will pretty much never die because of all of the PDR. And the enemies, they're all permanently, like the very second they come onto you, they're all permanently frozen. Or at least, like, slowed, right? The only thing that you ever have to worry about is, like, ranged mobs, like, what's that called? Skeleton archers or the fiends with, like, extra fast, extra strong, stuff like that, right? And that's pretty much the build. Paladin could use a little bit of love, I think, in some, like, certain cases. Like, the skill tree is a little bit much right now, and there have been some changes to melee splash specifically. I can read them out for a moment. I have them open right here, which made it maybe look a little bit weird. So we worked melee splash. It now rolls damage and checks for resistance on each monster it hits independently instead of being based on the initial target. All effects applied by attacks are now carried with melee splash, with the exception of on hit and on striking proc effects. On hit striking did not apply in the previous iteration either, so that this has only increased the amount of effects that can be applied via splash. So that's a little bit of a melee splash change. So far, I must say, as somebody who likes playing melee, it doesn't really feel that nice. I think that's what most people refer when they mean Paladin's bad, because Paladins are mostly melee builds, right? But I think it's fine. It's like not as the same as before, but it's still good, right? As you clearly saw. So that's the video. If you like, leave a like, leave a subscribe. See you around.